Hello everyone, Turiosaurus here, and today I've got a little bit of a informational tutorial for you guys. Hope your day is going well like mine is. Today we're actually looking at a feature within the Voltz mod pack, which is this huge new mod pack getting some nice popularity due to the Yogscast doing a series on it. And I wanted to kind of show people how to deal with these red matter explosives. These things are evil. That's it. They're the pure essence of evil in every way, shape, and form. They essentially open up a black hole wherever they explode. Now, luckily, as was not really described in the recent Yogscast video, these things are not infinite. They're not going to devour the entire world, which is good, but they are huge. I believe it's a 35 block radius from the explosion in any one direction, which means that the hole caused by this thing is going to be massive. Now, I'm going to detonate this off, but first I'm going to turn off my sound because this thing is kind of annoying in my personal opinion. So we're going to set it off, show you guys what this looks like. Now luckily it has a bit of a fuse on it so that you're not going to just die as soon as you set it off if you actually use the explosive. So this is what it opens up though. It's got this huge black hole that it opens, and this is going to start sucking up blocks. And as it sucks up these blocks, the gravitational pull of this thing is actually going to increase to quite a drastic amount. And so as I can show you right here, if I throw these, they're getting sucked right into the heart of this black sphere. Now, this isn't so bad, except for that the gravitational pull is actually quite far beyond these blocks, which I'll show you guys here in just a minute. I'm going to let this get to about full size, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. That bomb has gotten pretty big now, grown a pretty strong gravitational field for it, and so I dug out this tunnel so that I could show you guys just how far away from it I am before it actually squishes me. So we're just going to hop right down here, and then I die. So I'm at, it looks like, negative 2.7 for my x coordinates. I'm at negative 22 for my z coordinates, and my y is at 221. Now the bomb itself is at x of negative 7.5, z of negative 23.7, and y of 187. So that is a ton of blocks to be away for me to just be walking along and all of a sudden just get squashed for no apparent reason. That's one of the big dangers with these red matter explosives, is more that even though it's way under the ground where you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not going to do this to you and just throw you around and kill you. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and let that thing get to the max size now so you guys can see the full devastation of it. And then we'll be back, and then I'll go over how to actually disable these things before they destroy the entire world. Hey guys, we're back. Short interruption. This actually isn't what we had planned, but I was thinking about this whilst I was waiting for this thing to get to full size. I thought I'd show you guys how it actually carves out this circle. And so as you can see, it just kind of drains these blocks away. There's no flying around animation with them. The blocks definitely do not drop anywhere, so if you're trying to use them for mining, such as Sips and Shin were in that video I was talking about earlier, it's a terrible idea. But what I thought about discussing is that due to how it destroys the world, there's actually not that much lag that goes into this, such as I don't have a great computer, and I can probably set off 4 or 5 of these things at a time with fairly minimal lag, which is quite nice. That means that the Voltz mod pack itself doesn't necessarily require these incredible computers for you to play it, which means it's going to be really nice for the average person who just wants to set up a small server with their friends, which is what I feel this mod pack is really great for. So once again, I will be back when this thing is about full size, and so I'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, we're back, and this is about the full size hole that this thing is going to reach, which as you can see is huge. Good news is, if you fail to get to it though, at least you have this kind of cool underground dome that you could build into. I don't know, coat it with blast-proof glass or something that looks awesome. But anyways, one of the ways that is said that you can actually get rid of these things is by setting off another red matter bomb. Now what that's going to do is hopefully this, which is really cool. Now, should this have worked, then I should be able to drop this right here, and it will indeed fall to the ground, which means that we actually disabled the red matter black hole of death, whatever you want to call it. The anomaly, I believe, is a more technical term for it. However, this can be a bit dangerous, as the wiki says that there is a small chance that these things are actually going to combine and become bigger. Now, hopefully this is not as in two of them in one, because then that's a 70 block radius each way. So the hole would literally be twice this size, which is just ridiculous. That's not okay at all. Now, unfortunately, something that I kind of came across while I was waiting is that aside from being in creative mode, I don't know that there's a way to really get close enough to these things. So you'd have to basically walk down into the area, figure out where you die at, and then place the bomb just above that and set it off so they'd go into that gravitational field and then explode. Very complicated. That's why these are the top tier bomb in the Voltz mod pack. These are not easy to get at all because they do this. Now there is one other way to get rid of these things, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay guys, and we're back. This time I've got a nice little Voltz launcher setup going on here. This is the actual intercontinental ballistic missile system that you use to launch these missiles at other guys. Pretty easy to make aside from the explosive itself. You basically just make this empty shell and you fill it with whatever explosive you want. It's very generic, but awesome. So I wanted to set this up so that you guys could see the actual launch system itself, since it's fantastic. What I'm holding in my hand right now is called a laser designator, and I've set this to frequency 1 through the control panel tier 3. You need that to do this. And then as you can see, we're on frequency 1. We've got 800 kilojoules of power, or 480 volts apparently. I don't know if that's accurate whatsoever, but I believe them. So now we're going to go ahead and designate this. So now we're calling our airstrike. We've got this nice little countdown going, and then this guy's going to launch. So as you can see, he launches way up in the air, disappears for a while because I have my graphics set down so that we can see all this better, and then it's going to land right over there, right on that tree. Okay, so now we need to hurry, because, well, I don't want this black hole to eat my world, essentially. And then we've got to wait for the power to build up, because apparently 3 advanced solar panel things are not quick enough, but that's fine. It's building up pretty quickly. So now we're going to go and we're going to shoot basically the exact same spot, except for this is an antimatter missile. So it's cheaper than the red matter, I guess you could say. Waiting for it to charge up. Alright, now we got the airstrike called into position. This is going to go, these actually explode larger than the red matter would have. However, it's more of an instant explosion, less of a lasting damage to the area, which is nice. These things are really, in my opinion, a bit overpowered, especially since you saw I was standing right here, and that little jolt was actually the shock wave from the missile. So even though the explosion is this stinking huge, even if you're standing way over there, you can get killed by it. So we're going to hop in here and wait for these chunks to load, because, like I said, my computer's not fantastic. It's good, but it's not fantastic, especially not when I'm trying to record stuff for you guys. But as we can see by dropping this down, these fall all the way down to the ground, which means that that antimatter missile effectively destroyed the hole in the universe that the red matter missile created. This is, in my opinion, a much safer way to take care of these. However, possibly more devastating, because if you can get to the red matter quick enough with another red matter, assuming they don't combine, then you're not going to have this huge hole here. You're going to have a much smaller hole, which is going to be much easier to fill in. Now, there is supposed to be a way to actually rather easily fix these things. Now, I'm going to do this through my actual missile launching system, because I tried doing this earlier in my test run with a rocket launcher, and it didn't work. So hopefully this is going to work. These are called rejuvenation missiles. Now what these are supposed to do is they're going to launch up in the air just like anything else, and when they land, they're actually supposed to restore the ground that they hit to its previous form before destruction. So when this lands, it should have, in theory, restored all of this to how it was before I destroyed it. So it basically reverts your seed back to its original format. However, this doesn't seem to be working. I don't know if this is something that I did wrong or if this is an actual bug with the game itself. However, I will be bringing this to the mod makers' attention so that they know what's going on here. This is supposed to be that repair feature that makes these things somewhat reasonable to have. But as you can see, even with the rocket launcher, I'll shoot these things all over the place, and we're not getting any rejuvenation whatsoever. And so they do really seem to be quite broken, which is pretty sad, really, because that means that if you're on a server and you're on this 1.1 version that I'm on, and someone just griefs your entire castle or whatever it is you were working on with this, there's no real way to reset that land. So if that was the perfect spot on the server, it's now gone. Okay guys, I think that's going to pretty much cover it for this Red Matter Bomb coverage of the Voltz mod pack. If you guys like the video, please leave a like or a comment down below. Really helps me out so I know what you guys want in the future, and it would also help other people get into seeing my videos so that they can tell me what they want in the future, and hopefully that's going to make me put out better content, because that's what this is all about. I'm really here to just try and help you guys and hopefully make someone a little happier. So have a great day guys, and I will be seeing you later.